Okay, so I've been watching a lot of videos and seeing a lot of videos about war belt setups and battle belt setups. I don't know why anybody really needs a war belt or needs a battle belt because we're not in a war and we're not in a battle, but I guess it's always good to be prepared. And all of those videos that I see, they're all organized around the basic Molly platform. And I got it. I got it. Molly does things that the old school Alice stuff can't do. So, y'all know that I'm partial to my Alice stuff. I've got the medium Alice packs. I've got my survival hiking belts. I've got my suspender rigs. I've got tons of Alice pouches. I also have some Molly stuff too. And I've been thinking about setting myself up a war belt or a battle belt just in case we get some civil unrest or we get some problems, that you may need some ammunition on your belt and your secondary weapon, which is your handgun on your belt. So I don't have enough Molly stuff to put it together. Plus, everybody else does it with Molly. I'm kind of thinking that let's set up an old school Alice battle belt setup or old school Alice war belt setup and see how it compares to some of the Molly setups. I think it compares pretty favorably, but you're ultimately the ones that make the decision. So let's see what I put together. Okay, so here we go. We got our basic Alice belt setup. And setup is kind of a war belt, battle belt type of thing. We're going to go from left to right first. First on the left side, we got one magazine pouch. That's going to hold three AR-15 magazines. Then you go to two standard pistol magazine pouches, and those will hold the double stack 9mm magazines as well as the single stack 45 caliber magazines, 1911 magazines. You got to have a canteen because what's a young boy to do when he's thirsty? You got to have some water. It's got the little pouch that holds some matches or holds some water purification tablets. Water is essential. Here is the 200 round saw ammo pouch, which holds perfectly one of the Surviveware medical kits. And you can have all of your medical supplies in there. You still got a little bit of room on the side for some dressings or some compression bandages and stuff. The 200 round saw ammo pouch works really, really good for that. Next to the 200 round saw ammo pouch, I got this little Alice pouch, and it can't hold much, but it can hold, flashlight, so a pocket knife. It could hold some little snacks and some little rations or whatever you want to put in there. It could hold some other spare ammo. Incidentally, if you didn't want that pouch, you could always replace it with another triple magazine pouch. So you would have triple magazine pouch here, triple magazine pouch here, which we're going to get to, and a third one there. So you could have a total of 9 AR-15 magazines right there. Plus one magazine. Here's our Bianchi UM84. Doesn't have the gun in it yet. You got a magazine in there, 2 magazines in here, and you got 3 more AR-15 magazines in here. So I think that this is a pretty good arrangement, and it's a pretty good setup for an old school battle belt setup. This compares pretty favorably with all of the guys setting up their Molly rigs. So now I'm going to put this on, and you're going to see how it works. Okay, so here we are. I got my old school Alice battle belt or war belt set up on, and I got my pistol in it. Let's take a look at it. Okay, here we go. Not bad, right? I got, put that up just a little bit more. I got 2 triple magazine pouches in the front. Here's 3 magazines. I don't have enough magazines to fill up all these, but very secure. I don't even have the straps on yet. Okay, so there's 3 more magazines are going to go in this side. This side are going to go 2 of my secondary weapon pistol magazines. They're going to go there. One's going to be in my pistol. I got my canteen. I've got the 200 round saw ammo pouch in the back that's going to take care of my medical supplies and other stuff. I've got this other little Alice pouch that I can replace with another magazine pouch very easily. right beside there. Now I can have 3, 6, 9 AR-15 magazines if I need to have. And right here, I got my 45. Pow. There you go. Right there in the UM84. And now, you may figure that, oh, it's going to bounce around. Watch. It doesn't move. It doesn't move. It may be a little bit better or a little bit different when I have a bunch of loaded magazines and I have you know, 2 or 3 pounds of water in the back, and everything's all loaded and run and gun. But you know, it's just very solid right now. I mean, I can run, I can jump. And this is with the gun is in it, okay? It's very, very solid. So, okay, so I can always put the shoulder straps on if I need to, you know. Pow. And now we got a really, really stable platform. But I think this is a pretty viable alternative to all of the Molle-based platform war belts and battle belts that are on YouTube. Nobody makes a war belt or a battle belt out of the old style Alice system. I just think that they're overlooking a lot of good equipment, and you know, you can get it for pennies on the dollar. And once again, here we go. We got the old school Alice war belt setup. Magazines, canteen, medical supplies, stuff, secondary weapon. What else do you need? So that's a look at my Alice war belt, my Alice battle belt setup. I got tons of Alice equipment. This was actually one of my hiking rigs that I kind of repurposed for this video, and I think that I'm going to leave it as a war belt and stock it up with magazines, and stock it up with medical supplies and stuff, and leave it all packed and ready just in case I need it. So once again, I hope you liked this video about my old school Alice war belt or battle belt setup. This is Matt the Old Florida Boy saying, I'll see you on the trail.